Good day, ma'ams and sirs, and a great big welcome to a brand new episode of your favorite objectionable, scandalous, vulgar podcast to all you pups and kittens. We're coming to you live from the podcast room while our good friend Bernie is going all over the world wearing a blue mask and mittens. That's got to be the most appropriated meme I've ever seen, and I'm not kidding. I wouldn't believe you if you told me it isn't. I'd say you've been sleeping like Conor McGregor trying to make a comeback, or crazier than Mick Foley taking a bump onto thumbtacks. That meme is fucking hilarious. But alas, the overwoke crowd is now taking it serious, because they're obviously sleep deprived and becoming delirious. So I'm going to give you a hint that will help out some folks. Learn to take it for what it is, because it's only a joke. It's got lots of laughs from millions on Facebook's attendance. Stop being such fucking pussies and choose your battles when you're out looking to be offended. Speaking of battles, here's a man who's lost the battle to his compulsive eating disorder that will inevitably lead to a repulsive breathing disorder and an oxygen tank on wheels. But with portable breathing apparatuses so readily available, he'll still be able to make it to all the all-you-can-eat dinner deals. Tom fucking Washington, how are you, man? What's been up?
That wasn't very nice.
Which part? The Bernie thing?
I don't get what the big deal is about this Bernie.
It's fucking hilarious.
I don't think it's that funny.
Oh my god, they put him in so many good places.
Yeah, it's like Where's Waldo for old people.
There's actually a Where's Waldo that has Bernie in it. I've probably seen 100 of these things, and they just get funnier and funnier to me.
Yeah, I don't think they're that funny.
Having him sit next to literally just everything that's ever been important for somebody to be sitting.
Maybe I just don't get it.
It's nothing. It was just funny because there's a picture. He's by himself, so it's very capturable and memeable, you know? And to be fair, if anything, you know what it says about Bernie? Here's this guy who's been, he did his entire campaign, basically, in this fucking jacket that he always wears, in mittens that are made by a school teacher in Vermont or Maine, wherever he's from, New Hampshire, right? Vermont? Okay, so they're made by a school teacher, and he's got a blue mask on. The mask you wear, the mask I wear, the mask of the people, right? So here's this guy who's totally relatable. He's just like normal people. He's sitting by himself while everybody else is shaking hands and kissing babies at this big event. Bernie's like, okay, we're here to do a job. I'm ready. I'm in attendance. I'm showing my support. And he's just sitting there patiently waiting. So for anybody to be offended that this picture is shared worldwide, I mean, you're crazy. Because if anything, it endears you to Bernie. And that's coming from, I'm not a big Bernie fan. I think he's very, very extreme. But it's a very lovable photo. And it just fucking fits so well into so many different fucking pictures. It's hilarious.
I just had an idea for some merch.
What's that? Oh my God, you want to put Bernie on a t-shirt?
No. That would not ruin our name like that. We should do some Letterkenny merch.
Well, I mean,
because the first person to say something merch in the chat said, "To be fair."
To be fair. Good for you, Carissa.
So annoying. You gonna introduce the other guy that's on the show?
Eventually. Before I do that, you know what? Yeah, let's bring him in. So, a friend of the show, Mason, the token number 9er, is on the show today, and we're going to start you off with a question, Mason. Who will be coming through now? Or now?
Yeah, so
here's Mason. All work, no play makes Mason a dull boy.
Adult boy Mason. What's going on, guys?
Mason in the house.
I was all along to say something.
Mason.
Yeah, I said what's up, guys, originally, but then I must not have come through.
Oh. Hey, Mason. All the people who are offended by this meme of Bernie, right? They're super upset. They're saying that it's offensive to Bernie, that people are appropriating this picture of him. Where do they rate on our sleep scale? And I can read you the sleep scale if you need me to, Mason.
Yeah, see that from all the way over there. So
all right, so we've got
a couple towns away.
The people that are offended by the Bernie meme.
Patrick, I haven't seen anybody offended by this meme.
Oh, it's out there. It's out there.
What are they saying? That it's just
the woke crowd is offended that Bernie is being depicted in a bad light.
How is it a bad light?
I think it's hilarious.
I think it's a good light.
I think it doesn't matter either way.
I think it's funny. I think he just looked like it was on his list of things to get done in a day. Like, I gotta get milk. Gotta go see Joe at the inauguration. I've got to go to Home Depot later. Like, that's what it looked like to me. He was just
It
kind
does.
of like,
It makes him
oh, let
very
me just
relatable.
check
He's
off
just
my
a normal
list.
guy.
Yeah, absolutely. People getting offended. I'm gonna put him at a was that right above Dirt Nap there? What's number 4?
That is a coma is what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, write that script out.
Okay, so we give them a little coma, and when they wake up, the meme will have passed and everything's better.
Correct.
All right. Tommy?
Cool, guys.
You gonna...
Cool.
What's wrong, Tom?
Yeah, I just don't have much input on this topic.
All right. You guys shit on our guest with your cool guys cool? Let's fuck that, man.
What's wrong with our guest? What?
Well, I don't know. Why are you upset?
I'm not upset.
Cool guys cool. Are you wearing your... Oh, we both have on our number 9er shirts. Tom has Pat McAfee punting a football. His face replaces Pat McAfee's face, and my face replaces the football.
It's Tom McAfee punting Patrick's face.
I see. Oh, it's Pat Ball. Anyways, mine is Bret Hart with Shawn Michaels and Sharpshooter.
Pat Hart.
And my face replaces Bret Hart's face, and Tom's face replaces Shawn Michaels' face.
Is that who it was?
Shawn Washington? Tom Michaels?
Tom Michaels.
Tom Michaels and Pat Hart. And Tom McAfee instead of Tim McAfee.
Who the fuck is Tim McAfee?
Instead of the Heartbreak Kid, we're going to call him the Cardiac Kid.
He's Tim. His last name's McCaffrey. If you're Tom McAfee, it's kind of just close.
Very close.
All right, moving forward.
Tommy, you going to bring us to mail time?
Upset your wives.
If Mason would stop talking, I would gladly.
Oh my God. He did make a reference that both of you offend your wives. I was listening to the podcast last night and today. And man, did you suffer any repercussions for last episode?
No, Erica understands my feelings and I love her very much. I can tell you another story that happened last night.
About
Erica lying right to my face.
I'm interested.
So as many as you know, Erica recently got her gallbladder removed.
True story.
Which means she basically can't eat any fat. So butter is out.
Can you guys not kiss at all?
Ha 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 ha. She can't swallow anymore.
Gross.
I just thought that.
Gravy's full of fat.
So anyway. So after the stream last night, Mason and I were streaming the Forest last night. And after that, I wanted to eat something, so I went up and I made some ramen noodles. Right? Mm-hmm. And the key to making a good ramen noodle is you have to put a lot of butter in it.
I've never heard that.
That's the key to make it delicious.
Have you tried cracking an egg into it?
No.
Significantly healthier and super tasty.
Yeah, but you do it for the chicken. You put butter in it for the seasoning.
Meaning you don't use the seasoning?
I use the seasoning, but I use that to like when you're making mac and cheese, you don't just put the powder in, you put milk in.
Yeah.
And butter in.
Yeah.
So you put butter into the ramen noodles. So anyway. So I get the butter dish and I cut off of it and I go, this isn't real butter. I can tell by looking at it, it's not real butter. And she goes, it's Country Crock. Now I grew up eating Country Crock margarine, right? I prefer it.
Which is not real butter.
It's not real butter. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
But it's what I liked as a kid. And I have begged Erica for years to start getting Country Crock margarine.
It sounds like she did that. Good for her.
It would sound like that.
Agreed.
She said to me, it's Country Crock, right?
Yeah. Problem solved.
So I go, it's not fucking margarine either. I know that they don't make margarine in fucking sticks. So I go, this isn't margarine. And she goes, yes, it is. And she starts freaking out. So I go to the fridge because I'm not a fucking moron and I can read. And I pull the box out. And it's fucking plant-based butter. So she just lied right in my face and tried to tell me something that I wanted to hear, that it was the butter that I've always wanted.
To be fair, Tom,
you can see how what she did.
Oh yeah, no, I see why you're upset. I also know from personal experience that you have the eating habits of like a 5-year-old, and if you lie to a 5-year-old about what they're eating, chances are they're going to believe you and just keep eating it.
No,
I've seen this happen. I've seen Erica make a meal that you forgot to ask for all the details.
Yes, Erica,
on.
you did say that it was country crock, but you implied that it was the margarine that I wanted. That's what you were implying.
Hold on. So she didn't lie.
She said it's country crock, implying
no.
That's what
she said. It was country crock. You inferred that it was the country crock that you grew up on. She did not imply it.
She knew exactly what she was doing, Pat.
Wow.
And that's what made me upset. She wasn't like...
The devil is in the details, and you were hiding a lot of the details.
I was not hiding a lot of details. She said it's country crock, implying that... Look, at Carissa, she understands. Implying isn't lying. But she knows that she was implying that it was the butter that I wanted.
I don't hear any implication from Erica in this.
No, whatever.
I have a couple questions. Who made the plant-based butter?
Shut up, Mason.
Okay. But no, I have 2 points, though. So, Country Crock does make margarine sticks.
Really?
Yeah, they do. And Country Crock margarine is just made with sunflower oil. And what is sunflower if not a plant? Their margarine is technically butter-flavored, plant-based, spreadable...
You know, when you said that, I was going to ask that question because you were like, this is plant-based butter. Isn't all margarine plant-based butter?
Yeah,
like, what the fuck is margarine?
Just butter made out of olive oil instead of fat from milk.
I don't know, bro. All I know is that she lied to me and implied that it was the delicious country crock spread that I have.
Let me ask you, how are your ramen
There is
noodles?
something about country crock that
they tasted a little planty.
A little planty. Oh my god. Erica, I think you should throw away all the fucking meat and cheese in the house and feed this motherfucker vegetables for a week. And I bet he never complains about a meal again.
I'll probably lose. Dude, then she starts getting mad at me because the other night she made this pasta with a meat sauce and she put...
Oh, I had it. It was good.
With the carrots?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Nah, neither of us really liked it. But then she threw up the part. And I didn't complain. I didn't say
pasta
bad.
was bean-based. It was like lentil pasta. It was really good.
No, she had meat and sausage.
Bean pasta is better than lentil pasta.
Yeah, the pasta, though, was a lentil pasta.
Oh, I had regular spaghetti. But
what
I'm saying is...
spiral.
Yeah, I didn't have that shit. I didn't say anything about the sauce. I just didn't want to eat carrots with my pasta sauce, so I moved them out of the way and didn't eat them. Didn't say a bad word about it. This is what she made. And she was upset that I moved the carrots out of the way and didn't eat the fucking carrots because somehow marinara sauce and fucking carrots to me don't go together.
You would never taste the carrots.
It doesn't.
They're in a lot of pasta sauce.
Pat, how about you eat some fucking pudding right now?
Pudding's disgusting, Tom. It's not a real thing.
Yes, it is.
No, it's a product made by science, and science is gross. That's
you lived in. I know snack packs were a cheap snack for kids.
Yeah, you don't like snack packs?
No, it's disgusting.
Yeah, we'll get into that at mealtime.
Tom wants to talk about snack packs and mealtime?
Yeah, kind of. You didn't read Little Defects email, did you?
Oh, no. No.
We have a winner for the ideas.
She sent me in an email, and I sent her, or she sent me a text on Snapchat, and I sent her back a message that said, "Thank fucking God you don't email the podcast." And that's the last I've heard from her. It turns out that I gave her this brilliant idea, didn't I?
Well, to be fair, Little Defect knows a lot more about you than most people.
That's true.
All right, you guys ready? Erica, I'm not. It's okay, Erica. I don't know why you're defending this.
Yeah, bolognese has carrots in it.
That's not true. I've eaten a lot of bolognese, Mason. I've eaten a lot of fucking pasta dishes.
A traditional spaghetti bolognese has carrots in it.
Listen, I've eaten
usually blended.
I've eaten at the highest end fucking Italian restaurants in Connecticut, and I've never seen a fucking carrot in my goddamn bolognese.
They're blended in the sauce, man.
I once ate a bolognese and the guy charged us $45 for a little ass bowl of it. It didn't have no fucking goddamn carrots in it.
They're usually blended into the sauce. They don't have chunks.
Hold on. Mason's ignoring Carissa on something, so I gotta go back and see what it was.
Sounds good. The carrots in the pasta sauce. Carissa just said that it sounded good. Carissa also likes carrots a lot. So.
Listen, I understand that Erica's trying to make me healthier. I get it. She wants me to be healthy. She wants me to live a long time. But listen, I got 15 years on her. Chances are we're going to die at the same time.
I just looked up traditional bolognese sauce, and there is plenty of carrot in that bad boy. Plenty.
Well,
I step it up, man. I'm not just Joe Jotchin over here. You know what I'm saying?
He is not
I get down
Joe
in the
Jotchin.
kitchen. I know what goes in a bolognese.
Listen, Thom, relax.
Relax.
listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, Chris. I don't see all the mess when you guys. Well, I appreciate you guys chatting in the chat box. I don't see them all if there's too many. If there's too many of them,
A lot. It's hard. It's definitely.
Could you
difficult.
stretch that further and cover like stop streaming, stop viral camera,
no, I could.
virtual camera, whatever?
I could, but that would involve effort, Pat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
There's a
they
little
did not
arrow
know.
over by my screen that you could actually click
Oh
on and
boy.
get rid of.
Tom's all fucked up now.
Oh, Pat, what did you make me do, bro?
Oh, yeah. I forced your hand on this one. My question was, can you do something without fucking up the entire podcast? And clearly,
You never said
that.
without fucking up the entire podcast.
Well, then.
Well, the chat's off. Look at this. I can't even get to the fucking screen.
What'd you do? Oh, my God.
What you click, Tom?
Did I imply not to fuck up the entire podcast? Because you should have inferred it.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. This doesn't look great. It's not great.
Yeah,
Is there
looking
an
at
undo
my screen
button?
looks pretty over here.
You can't hear it, but all I hear is click, 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 click. Tom is desperately trying to fix this.
Oh, boy. I knew not to do it. I knew not to do it!
It looks fine everywhere but Tom and Pat's angle.
Here's the problem, right?
Yeah.
If I can't get this to go away, I'm going to have to close OBS, which means we're going to stop the stream.
Tom, what have you done?
Tom, what are you looking at?
What do you mean, what am I looking at? I'm looking at a fucking white
Explain to me
screen.
what's going on here.
The chat box popped out of the fucking OBS software, so now it's covering up my fucking screen on one of my screens and half on the other screen, and I can't move it.
Windows D. Windows key and D. Bring yourself to the desktop.
Oh boy. Who are you calling?
Mason.
Bet.
This is what he's looking at. Well, now he did the Windows key thing that you told him to.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because it's not a separate thing. It's in the fucking...
In OBS? Oh, Jesus. Hold on, let me open up OBS. Is that the chat? What is covering the chat?
That is the chat.
Is there a bar? Double click on the bar.
There isn't a bar, dude. Up at the top, I can't move it. Listen, get Mason off the fucking thing because I don't need extra people telling me what to do.
Mason, I have to go. Tom's mad. Bye.
Oh no, I'm frozen on this screen.
What about the, is there a gray bar above the white bar that you were clicking on, Tom? Do you see what I'm talking about? No.
There, Mason, you're unfrozen. I fixed it.
See above where you're at, there's a thin gray bar?
Yeah.
No, not that. Below that.
This?
Right above that. Above that. There.
That's part of our overlay, bro.
If you go into views, can you change the docs and all that?
Oh, that was that. Problem is that the chat isn't on the docs.
Review under docs, it says chat underneath that, above stream information.
Stats is the bottom one.
Yeah, but there's no chat.
That's what he said. Multi-view full screen.
Are you using regular OBS or are you using Stream Element OBS?
Oh my god, this is fucking ridiculous. I'm using regular OBS, the OBS Live, the one that we've been using.
OBS Live, Stream Element OBS Live. I have it in my view under docs, it says chat. So scenes, sources, audio mixers, scene transition control, stats, chat.
Oh, he got it.
I can't fucking see anything. All right, Mason, move. Somebody say something in the chat.
Oh, I can't do that. Oh. Carissa's in.
I don't know if the chat's working here.
On my screen, it's scrolled up to all the way up back up to where it says egg is best. I'm talking about ramen. I don't know what you're seeing.
All I see is that Carissa said hi and then scroll down.
Can't. It's automatically a feed. I can't.
She might be talking to Mason.
Oh no, it's just on this. I'll see how it looks on YouTube. How about that?
Well, it's on our overlay. All right, and we're back. Pat never asked me to change anything again. So, Pat, this is the problem, right?
I'm curious. Can you just stretch it to the bottom of the screen?
No. So this is what happened. Because these are regular monitors, and that's a fucking TV, and it's huge.
Yeah.
The resolution is different. So you ever notice how, like, if I pull that right now, it covers so much?
Yeah.
Because it's trying to fill in. It doesn't know what resolution to make it.
Yeah, but here's my question.
So
Why
when
did
I
you just
moved-
say no, I can't do that?
Because I didn't know that was going to happen, Pat.
Okay.
Now we know for next time.
No, man.
I think we can come up with more questions about that particular screen.
I don't think you should. Because me,
I
being
think
the
we should-
go-getter that I am, is going to try and make you happy, Pat, because I'm a people pleaser.
I watched your science. Tom was just slamming his hand down, clicking fucking buttons. I don't even know how we fixed it. I was like, this dude's making this so much worse right now. This dude just broke the internet.
Here we are. Everything sucks.
It's true.
Can we do mail time now?
I don't see why not.
All right, Pat, so we got some mail in.
You're just going to skip over what just happened, huh?
Yeah, listen, this is just another reason why people should watch the live stream and not just listen to the podcast.
As a quick recap, we are an hour and 45 minutes in the podcast. As you can see, we are 14 minutes into the actual podcast.
That's
because
nowhere near true.
A tornado came across Tom's emotions. No, it really wasn't that bad. I asked Tom to see if he could stretch the live chat. He tried, and it was a snafu and a half. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
So here we are.
24 minutes. I don't think we were down for 24 minutes.
No, I think she means 24 minutes total, which means we were down for 10.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad.
Well, and that doesn't include what we were talking about before, like in between.
That's true.
Anyway, let's get into some mail.
Let's do it.
So.
Oh my God, what an email.
Yeah. So Dip Dizzy emailed in. Hey, you want to read this one? I would, but I'm going to.
Who sent this? Dip Dizzy Whistle?
Yes, sir.
Dip Dizzy Whistle. It says, "Good day, Pat and Thommy. I just finished the number 48 podcast. Yes, I am behind. 2021 didn't start out great for me and the fam. My wife was hospitalized for a week due to a brain bleed. Yes, she is recovering nicely. I would like to say, great job, guys. You two are really making a go at this. I truly do enjoy listening to you guys talk about nothing. The hard part is at times I get behind on the podcast. Pat, you owe me something." Yeah, I got you, Dip. I got a bunch of somethings in the mail. I did win best email ever. But I do not want to get engaged in the conversation, so I start an email because I never seem to have the time to catch the live feed. But I delete it because I don't want Thommy to shame me on my spelling. Words truly hurt, and it absolutely destroyed my self-worth. Who the fuck am I kidding? I could never allow Thommy to get me upset. I mean, he does have to look in the mirror every day. Up burn. Speaking of Thommy, why is he getting out of doing something for the 100 follows? Don't give me that bullshit that Pat offered. I have an idea. If the Bucks beat Green Bay, Thommy should get a straight razor shave his head on YouTube. Oh my God. Oh yeah, do it without a mirror. That sounds hilarious. Keep up entertaining us, Pat. Thommy, you just be Thommy. As always, have a great day. Oh, Dip Dizzy Whistle.
So I have a rebuttal to this.
I thought legitimately that he was saying that you had hurt his feelings. What a great pull. Like, he's in this emotional state. My wife had some issues. She's doing better now. Listen, guys, I really enjoy. So he starts complimenting you. And then he's like, but I pulled back a little bit because you hurt my feelings. I'm like, man, this is deep. And then he's like, just kidding, fuckers. Well played, Dip. Well played.
Yeah, it was okay.
I don't know if you miraculously made a 100% recovery on your spelling and your punctuation, or if somebody helped you write this, but this is well written as well.
His wife had to write that for him.
I don't know. It's great, Dip, all the way around. Great job.
Yeah, this was one of the better ones. He must have really took his time, and that's why it took him 48 episodes to write a good one. But anyway, Dip, first off, I want to say, hope your wife's doing well. Good to hear that she's out of the hospital and recovering nicely.
Joanne, as always, I love your sweet ass. That's his wife.
Okay.
She's beautiful.
What did he say her name on the podcast?
Because Dip Dizzy Whistle has a wife named Joanne. That's not real revealing.
Well, neither is anybody's first name that we talk of. I'm just saying you want to get your own rule. But anyway.
Fair.
Okay.
Fair. All right, let me change it.
I have a counter to this. If the Bucks do beat, I'm hungry.
This motherfucker's so fat.
Do beat Green Bay, I will straight razor my head.
You're full of shit. The Bucks are going to win this game.
As long as when Green Bay beats the Bucks, Pat does it.
I've had my head straight razored before.
That's the deal.
Here's why I'm going to say no, because I don't fucking trust you.
What, Pat? If I'm anything,
one of us should straight razor their head, and it's you.
Listen, if I am
Tom's only a few years away from shaving his head.
Listen, if I am anything, I'm a fucking man of my word.
I don't know. Especially when you just lied about Erica using the word fucking margarine when she didn't. She just said it was country crop.
She knew what she was implying.
You lied about Erica's lie.
If there's anything that especially when it comes to this podcast, I'm a fucking man of my word, and I will do it for the fans of the Number 9 with Tommy podcast.
Let me think on this.
Okay, that's my deal.
How long have you had to think about this?
How long have I had to think about this?
No.
I thought about this morning when I was in the shower. So I was thinking about what I had to get done this morning with the podcast.
And you were like, I could save 35 seconds if I didn't have to wash these 4 hairs.
No, I was thinking about Dip Dizzy's email, and I was like,
Just to be clear.
I was thinking about Dip Dizzy in the shower, yeah.
You're thinking about Dip Dizzy Wizard while you're in the shower, washing your nasty nuts.
Yeah, whatever. Moving forward.
I like it.
And then we got this email in, Pat, and I'll let you read this one too, because I think you're gonna enjoy it.
Hey guys, new year, new me. I hate whoever this is. Oh, I know who this is. You know what? I appreciate that she put that because she hates whoever says that too. No, she's saying it ironically.
Yeah, sure she is.
I'm making some changes and decided to actually email my feedback instead of just texting Patrick. While listening to episode 47, the discussion of how funny it is when people vomit, I was reminded of this little fun fact. Patrick has a terrible aversion to mushy foods / soft texture. Add some drool, saliva, and he will be gagging in no time. My suggestion, someone has to get a giant bowl of soft serve ice cream. Take a really big bite. Slop. Oh my God, I can't even read it. Slobber all over it, leaving a little remaining taste for it. I'm going to throw up. Okay, hold on. I got this. Leave a little remaining taste for him and have to eat it. Trust me on this, it doesn't even have to be ice cream. Just puree something up to a pudding texture. Sorry, Patrick, I love you. Get your cholesterol checked. Little defect. Oh, you're a terrible, terrible friend. Let me tell you. That is.
I think that's the best punishment suggestion we've had yet.
Oh my God.
I could add on to this little defect punishment. I have a 6-month-old baby. That
no,
only baby
my God,
food.
Babies are the most disgusting creatures on the planet.
So she is a drooly son of a bitch and she eats nothing but mushy food. I mean, little baby food after my daughter eats off the spoon, a little bit of that slobber on there.
That is fucking gross. No, dude, she's gonna snot into it too. Babies are gross, man.
Yeah, they're not. They're pretty gross.
So here's the thing, right? I've known this about Pat for a long time, and I've never seen him actually vomit. So I don't think he'd actually vomit.
I've only seen Pat vomit once, and it was when he was actually sick. I've never seen him vomit over mushy foods.
You saw me vomit?
Yeah, there was one day I came into work, and you were just as green as my sweatshirt. And you're like, I don't think I'm going to make it today. And just threw up everywhere.
I remember that. I threw up on myself. I was trying to run out of the store in time. And because I was running and throwing up, I was puking, and I was running into the puke.
So here's the thing. While Pat has to eat the bowl of pudding, I have to work up a sneeze and blow snots out of my nose.
That's disgusting.
A bowl of pudding and a thing of pepper. That's all we need. Is a bowl of pudding and a thing of pepper.
Ugh.
I think
Erica said just give Tom
that's a
sneeze
good one,
with
Carissa.
snots. Oh, God. In front of Pat. Chris said give him her binky after she had it for a bit. Ugh.
So my daughter will take, the strap that holds the binky to the shirt?
Yeah.
She'll ignore the binky and just suck on that strap.
Ugh.
So you go to take it off and it's like literally dripping wet.
They're disgusting creatures, really. I mean, they just crawl around putting everything in their mouths. They drool all over it. I'm actually more concerned with the foreign objects in the house being drooled all over than the baby itself.
So anyway, yeah, I think those are some good feedback.
Man, little defect. You are just like Satan's little fuck puppet. You sick fuck.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. Anyway, so that's it for mealtime, which brings us to Pat's favorite part of the show.
What's my favorite part of the show?
I want to remind everybody where they can find us, Pat.
Speaking of pukable things.
What, you don't want people to follow us?
I'm not sure that this is going to get it done. Go ahead, drone on.
Drone on?
Drone on.
Yeah, where can people find us?
In the basement. That's where we're at, bro.
The basement, Number 9 with Tommy podcast. You can follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and now Twitch. All the same. Number 9 with Tommy podcast. Also follow us on Twitter at number9pod. Make sure you're checking out the website, number9podcast.com. At the bottom of the home screen, you can subscribe to our email list. Just put in your email. It'll send you a link. Activate the link. You get the emails. It's amazing. You can also donate to the podcast, which by the sounds of these punishments, we're going to need some funds.
Yeah, pudding's not cheap, guys.
Yeah. Bottom of any page. Also, if you're watching a live stream, there's a little link that scrolls through the chat every once in a while. Donate to the show. Help us out.
Oh
Also,
God, I'm picturing like a fucking bowl of pudding, and in my head, I'm already thinking of how to do this like the worst, and I don't want to expose what that is, but there's several ways I can think of, and then I'm picturing somebody holding Mason's baby over the bowl so that she can drool into it. This is so fucking gross.
On the website, you can also check out the merch store. There's a link there. We got a whole bunch of new merch that came out last week, especially a unisex tank top for our friend Mr. Grift. We also got a bunch of new gaming stuff on there. Mason and I have been gaming on the Twitch and the YouTube. Number 9 podcast, or Number 9 with Tommy podcast. And we got our own gaming gear, XL mouse pads and whatnot.
I sent you some gamer tags of my coworkers at my store.
You never sent them to me. You told me that they wanted to play, and I have no idea what platform they play on.
I literally sent you their gamer tags.
Yeah, but that doesn't help if I don't know what platform they play on.
I said I sent you some gamer tags, and you said you didn't send me gamer tags. I did.
I'm gonna go back and look because I don't think you did.
I'm positive. I'll show you.
And then I said, "You need what do they play on?" And you never responded.
One plays on PC, one plays on Xbox. I didn't think it mattered because you play on PC, so can't you play with anybody?
Well, it depends on what games we're playing if they're cross-platform. Pat.
Oh, I thought because you were on PC, everything was cross-platform.
No, everything on PC is also on the Xbox. No, most everything on the Xbox is also available on the PC, but there are some games on PC that are not on Xbox.
Yes. All right, that's it.
Pat, you know how like when you cough sometimes you get a little bit of phlegm in the back of your throat?
Yeah.
Does that also make you gag?
Mason, brushing my teeth makes me gag. The phlegm from a snot or a cough makes me gag. Mason, I can't blow my nose because I have an unsubstantiated fear that the tissue will move and I'll blow snot onto my mouth.
Snot into your hand? Is that?
I don't know what's over your fucking headset, dude, but half the time it cuts in.
Yeah, you cut out there for a second.
Am I cutting out over here?
Just it's every once in a while. Your headset's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I think it has to be a Discord issue.
I don't think it's Discord, bro.
I think I need to get a microphone then. How about that?
Pat has one in his house he's never used.
I do.
No, is that right?
Yeah, you'd have to pick it up. Tommy told me to bring it 8 minutes away about 6 months ago, and I haven't done that.
So, our guests have to use that fucking shitty stand-up mic. Which
it seems like I'll be at your house next Sunday, probably. So I might grab it from you then.
Oh, I'm glad I wasn't playing
Oh, Tom, do you want to watch wrestling ever?
Yeah, sure.
Liar.
If Mason's good, you, me, and Mason all watch wrestling together.
One time.
That's the only time and I had to coordinate it.
To be fair, that was the last time I watched wrestling.
To be fair.
The Texas size 10-4 big shoot.
Emily watched the 2000 Royal Rumble last night so she could learn what Royal Rumble was all about. And she's a big fan of Dwayne Johnson's sweet body. So I was like, I'll pick the Royal Rumble where The Rock wins. She loved it. She loved the Royal Rumble. And that's also, Mason, you remember when Taka Michinoku got thrown over the top ropes and didn't get his hands out on time and just landed face first on the concrete, ending his fucking career? That is the same Royal Rumble.
You mean the last Royal Rumble he was ever in, or match?
Yes, correct. They show it over and over and over.
Should have showed her the Drew McIntyre, man.
Oh, she loves Drew McIntyre. She wants his nuts so bad.
That's a stunning man.
She was like, if we go to live wrestling shows with Mason and Carissa, can you get me a Drew McIntyre shirt?
Hey guys. I don't know if you guys realize this. We're recording a podcast. Can we move forward?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you not a fan of chitter chatter? All right, let's get at her. That's funny because Letterkenny. You love Letterkenny, don't you?
No.
All right, then. You going to click the button?
I'm trying to click the button. Every time I go to click it, you talk.
That's not really restricting your movement.
Hey, Pat. What's next on deck for the podcast?
I'm not allowed to talk.
Oh, no, now we're recording. You're allowed to talk.
Okay.
For those of you just listening to the podcast, Mason and Pat just had a 25-minute conversation about fucking wrestling.
It was about half the time it took time to fix this earlier. Fuck up! JK. I just wanted you to make it bigger, bro. So
does my wife, man, but it never works.
This is a side note. It's not actually a section of the show. But
I saw this.
I did lots of research on this. A good amount. The Pro Bowl facts that I went looking for, because I wanted to run a segment on interesting facts about the Pro Bowl, because that's next weekend. The Pro Bowl facts that I went looking for are about as worthless and enjoyable as the Pro Bowl itself. Pro Bowl facts are corny as shit. I wanted, like, records, right?
Like Pat McAfee being the greatest punter of all time.
That comment is actually in the Pro Bowl facts. That's how worthless the facts are.
That's not a worthless thing.
So
I can't believe still to this day that you think that punters are like
25th out of 26. Still true.
Listen, punters.
I'm going off of a professional's opinion.
There's going to be a point in one of the games today where a punter makes a game-changing play, and we're going to talk about it on Wednesday show.
A center makes a game-changing snap every time he snaps the ball.
Okay.
So every play is a game-changing
snap. I mean, they snap the ball.
What if they fumble it?
But that's not every snap. That doesn't happen every game.
It could. It could happen, but because they're professionals, they do their job and nobody talks about it. Just like a fucking punter. He has one fucking job. If he does it, nobody talks about it because that's his fucking job.
Pat McAfee's always talking about being the greatest punter.
Always?
Always.
Okay.
When you say punter, Pat McAfee's name is the first person that comes to mind.
This is what I want you to do today. Because Pat McAfee's always being talked about as the greatest punter. I want you to, every time somebody mentions Pat McAfee in the two games, I want you to record it. And then we'll get together.
Because him and Aaron Rodgers are great friends, I hope they bring up his name in the fucking Green Bay game today.
Well, if they're going to talk about it the whole time, I'm expecting a dozen from you. A dozen Pat McAfee references.
They won't talk about any other quarterback ever to play the game, which is number one.
I will record every time they say Green Bay.
That's a team. Oh. That's not a position.
All right, I'll go Aaron Rodgers.
He's playing the game.
I don't understand.
If Pat McAfee was playing in the game, they would easily mention his name a dozen times.
I see. 25 out of 26. That's where
start bringing up Jason Sanders.
Anyway, who the fuck is Jason Sanders?
Moving forward.
The greatest field goal kicker of all time.
Who?
Jason Sanders.
I don't think that's true.
It is.
Adam Vinatieri is the greatest field goal kicker of all time.
Ooh, let's go. Yeah, that's a tough one actually. That might be.
I mean, what ranks? It's not might be. That's a fact.
Never mind where punter falls. What ranks under punter to you?
Man, I don't know. Probably like right tackle or something.
Right tackle. So guys who protect the quarterback. Okay, totally see your logic there. What's next? What else? Also protect the run game.
Safety.
A safety. Okay, so the last line of defense. Go ahead.
Wide receiver.
Okay, so the most action-packed position in the sport. Go ahead.
Then running back, clearly.
Right, the workhorse of the bunch.
You're talking about under, right?
Yeah, who's less important than the punter?
Oh, the whole team.
See, here's the thing: is you're being serious.
No, come on.
You think that
listen? I'm not saying like I would put a punter in the top 20 of like the guy that goes and tries to block the punt is not a serious position.
A defensive lineman?
He's not a lineman. Like it's like called the gunner or some shit. Like it's not a big deal.
Yeah, but is gunner a position, or are they using a linebacker or a cornerback at that position because they're fast?
It's a position. It's not a linebacker can play that.
You're saying that the team has hired a guy solely for the purpose of blocking punts. This gunner.
If he's good at blocking punts, they may have hired him for that position. Absolutely.
And you think there's one of those out there? A guy who they're like, this guy blocked 6 punts in high school. We need to go get him.
Well, I would say he'd have to block a lot more punts than 6.
Okay, so this guy blocked every punt ever punted against him.
Yeah.
And that's happened.
I don't know if that's happened.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying it could have.
This gunner position is actually just a different position, and somebody fills it.
Yeah, absolutely. But nobody can fill the punter position like that.
So if Pat McAfee was the only punter on the team, and they don't really carry backup punters because, well, He's a fucking punter.
Well, they don't get hurt that often.
You don't
Not
think
even
that
one
they
of the
could
top
still
5
punt?
punters of all
The
time.
only other person that they would probably put in that position would be the kicker.
Okay, so there is in fact somebody to back up the punter.
The same thing as the kicker.
Right.
But most punters and kickers can also be put in as backup quarterback.
So what you're saying is yes, in fact.
So
the
they're
punter
just as
is
valuable as a
replaceable.
quarterback is what I just said.
Oh my god.
It's all how you look at it, Pat.
I don't think you're being funny. I don't. And now I know that it comes off as very funny. I don't think you're being funny.
Listen, I just wish that you would respect.
You are the greatest wife of all time to Pat McAfee. Like,
Absolutely.
you support your husband to his dying fucking day. That he was
I
the
just
most
think that
important
you need
person
to
on
give
the
these
field.
people a little bit more respect.
It's not that I don't respect them. I give them the appropriate amount of respect.
No, I don't think you give them any respect at all.
That's not true at all.
I've
even.
You said the game would be better if they weren't even there.
I stand by that.
That's not giving them any respect. They deserve respect.
That's not true. That's like saying the game would be better if there were more interceptions. But that's still true.
Yeah, but you're not saying you're not trying to remove an entire. You're not trying to remove an entire position by saying that. Without saying there shouldn't be any punters or kickers, you're trying to remove an entire position.
I don't think I said there shouldn't be any kickers, but while we're on the subject, the game would be better without kickers.
What's better than a fucking last-second field goal that somebody misses?
Field goal. So that's where kickers are funny to me, because I do appreciate the kicker's value in a field goal situation. In extra points, nobody should be kicking extra points. They should be going for 2. You're on the fucking 2-yard line. You have a 50-50 shot. That's the statistic. About 50% of 2-point conversions convert. Have some faith in your offensive line, even that fucking worthless right tackle that Tom aforementioned, and get the ball in the fucking end zone. Get your 2 points.
What about when a punter just drops that ball on the 1-yard line, gets that game-winning safety because of the defense coming in afterwards?
Yeah.
You know, those plays are just.
Oh my god! Hold on. Erica just sent me a fucking meme of the Torrington community chat, and it's at the Torrington Carvel ice cream shop today only. You can look and try the mint soft serve with Bernie Sanders himself. Huh? No, it's a fucking meme with the Bernie sitting.
They had him.
He's sitting outside the ice cream shop.
They had him at Cole Park too.
Oh my god, that's wonderful. Throw back to Bernie.
I don't get what the big deal is. Anyway, moving on. I guess we're gonna do this. Oh, we're gonna do.
That was a hell of a tangent.
Yeah, listen.
Tom takes punting seriously.
Pat McAfee's the man.
Tom, what's your favorite
He's
dessert?
still not even the best punter of all time. So.
What's your favorite dessert? A punt cake?
All right, we're gonna do some.
I mean, Ray Guy is a better punter than Pat.
Fucking A, Mason. Would you stop fucking talking so I can stop the podcast?
When Tom gets mad at women, he says they're all punts.
I thought really Mason was gonna say something there.
Tom caught his son cheating on his homework, and for his punishment, he made him clean his room.
Okay.
Punishment?
Getting kind of weak now.
Gotta chill. Oh, God.
Yeah, we got movie reviews. You all right over there?
My head itched.
It's going to itch real bad when you shave it.
Why don't we just do the putting up against the head shave?
Because then there's no
It's happening
punishment for
regardless.
me.
Huh?
Because then there's no punishment for me.
No, there is. If
Oh, no. No.
let's be honest. Hold on. Can you pause the podcast for a moment?
What are you doing?
Give me a second. I want to make sure I word this question appropriately.
Is this for a movie review? Because we're on a movie review segment. This live shit going off the rails today.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long one.
Okay.
Sorry, Mason, to inconvenience you.
I'm fucking inconvenienced right now. What? I was gonna be in the same chair looking at the same screen regardless. I'm not inconvenienced at all.
I don't know what this is. What are you doing?
Are
I need you to relax. Okay.
you on Grinder? Jesus Christ!
All right, Tom. We're ready.
We're in a movie review.
Yeah, but we were talking about the head shave thing. All right, Tom. Here's my offer to you. If J.K. Scott wins the game today, I will eat a bowl of pudding and Jell-O mixed after. I'll share the entire bowl of Jell-O with Mason's baby for a live crowd. If J.K. Scott wins. Now, if Bradley Pinion wins, you have to shave your head bald.
Okay. Those are way too objective of a question.
What do you mean?
Because
okay, if J.K. Scott's team wins, or if Pinter's team wins.
Okay, why don't we just if the Bucks win, I shave my head. If Green Bay wins, you shave your head.
Tom, that's the two teams I was just talking about.
I know.
It was the punters. That's why I've never heard of those people.
I do know who they are. Pat McAfee actually has a shirt.
Oh my fucking Christ!
So get your shit together, bro. You act like I don't know who these people are. You fucking tool bag.
J.K. Scott's not even the most famous J.K. fucking name. J.K. Rowling. Are you kidding? Like, punters mean so very little in the scheme of things.
All right, anyway, we got movie review.
Wait, so are we in? Bucks, Packs, head shave, sharing dessert with Will.
No matter, it's head shave for head shave. It has to be an equal punishment.
I don't know how I feel about a head shave.
Well, neither do I. I really don't want to shave my head. I've talked about this for years.
It seems like you're kind of excited about it.
No, I know that Green Bay is going to win. It's no question. So
really,
yeah, and you're not that confident in the Bucks. That's why you're not willing to take the deal.
Why are you so confident Green Bay is going to win? I'm curious.
Because they're the better team.
So earlier this year, when they lost by 28 points, were they the better team then?
Every team loses. Lost by 28 points to who?
The Buccaneers.
Oh, they did? I didn't realize that.
I'm just curious. Were they the better team then?
No, but as the season has gone on, they have become the better team.
I see. So they're on a hot streak is what you're saying.
Oh, absolutely.
You know that Aaron Rodgers has the record for the most consecutive games in the postseason without an interception? That's a fact.
Probably, really? You sure it's not Tom Brady?
No.
Oh, no, because Tom Brady
loves to throw interceptions.
He threw that pick six to end his career at New England.
Yeah, Brady's like, I need to throw interceptions to make this game more interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and make a wild prediction. Rodgers is going to get picked off today. And it's not going to be Brady beats Rodgers. It's going to be that Buccaneers defense somehow magically pulls one out over Rodgers.
So you're sticking with the Bucs?
Oh, yeah. No, I legitimately... Here's the thing.
If you're that confident...
When we're in the regular season, I do all my gambling with my brain. In the postseason, it is impossible to keep my emotions out of it. I am 100% hoping that Brady took down Breeze, Brady takes down Rodgers, Brady takes out Mahomes. That's how I hope this
But you're
out.
not that confident in it, and that's why you're not willing to take the deal.
Oh, no, I'm not
going to happen.
I'm not at all confident in other people's abilities. Why would I put faith in anybody?
So, see, I'm 100... So, your boy, Dip Dizzy, wants me to take a bet.
So you're 100% confident?
I'm 100% positive.
So if you're 100% confident, why not take the bet I made you?
Because it's not an eye for an eye.
Well, that's okay.
It's
You're
an
100% confident. 100%.
Yeah, I'm 100%. But
okay, so there you go.
But if things, just because I'm confident doesn't mean it's going to happen. It's still a bet.
Smells like doubt. Smells like you have doubts.
No, it's. I understand it's a game and any team could win. My confidence is behind Green Bay, but they could lose. I was confident that the 49ers were going to win the Super Bowl last year, and they didn't. So,
and that the Redskins were going to win the Super Bowl this year.
I wasn't confident. I said they could. I wouldn't have bet shaving my head on them.
They don't even exist. I don't know how they'd win the Super Bowl.
That's true. That's the Washington football team. You bet on a team that doesn't even exist. Stupid face.
Anyway.
The Washington Caucasians.
Yeah, we watched...
Wait a second. This just occurred to me. That fucking song with the Hail to the Redskins. Hail. That song doesn't exist anymore, huh?
Nope.
What the fuck? Can you still do a tomahawk chop?
Like a bad...
Absolutely not.
I feel like that's... What if they changed it to a judo chop? Same motion.
Still racist.
Still racist,
Asians.
man.
not all Asians do judo, Tom. That was racist against Asians.
Most Asians, but that's where it originates from. Is from Asia.
I'm just talking about judo, bro. I'm not talking about a continent.
Okay,
I'm
the
not talking about
tomahawk chalk originates from Native Americans. That's why it's racist. That's why we can't do it.
Let's get, you know what? Oh my God, the Washington robots. We can still do the motion.
Slow it down. Just slow the motion down. There you go. You got the robots.
You could even, if
Beep,
you get real
boop,
crazy,
beep.
you could be like beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, beep, boop,
Are we
boop.
gonna do this movie review?
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's do your thing.
It's our thing, Pat. It's our podcast.
Okay,
Pat, what movie did you watch?
same as you.
Nice. What movie was it?
Gangs of New York. I almost said
Gangs of New York.
It's a different genre of film. Same title. Gangs of New
Very
York.
different movie.
Pat was watching gay porn.
You really liked the ending.
Gangs of New York.
Never mind. Irish need not apply. It was Irish applying for all positions.
What do you think of it, Pat?
Solid flick. When the movie started, so this movie stars Leo, and Abraham Lincoln. There, what's his name? Dan
Yeah, I don't know.
Pendleton, whatever.
The only two people I knew from this, well, three people was
Now I got to IMDb because if I don't know this guy's name, I'm
Leo,
a fucking freak.
And my boy from Talladega Nights, the sheriff.
I'm going to stare at you until I think of this. I'm not looking. John C. Riley.
Yeah. Anyway, solid cast. It's like a 7.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Cameron Diaz, John C. Riley, Leonardo DiCaprio. So in the opening scene, because now Emily has enlisted to watch the movie with me, Liam Neeson is talking to DiCaprio. And she's like, oh my God, I didn't even know Liam Neeson was in this movie. I'm so excited. And I was like, well, that's a fucking bad sign. I don't want to say anything, but if the guy's not like credited on the movie, he's probably not going to make it very far. And here we are 5 minutes
He
later.
kinda looks like Drew McIntyre.
I mean, you're talking about Daniel Day-Lewis, or you're talking about Liam Neeson?
The guy's father, whoever the fuck.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah, he kind of looks like him.
Do you not recognize that guy? He's the guy from Taken.
Yeah, that was an okay movie.
Okay.
Okay.
We reviewed
See you
it
later.
on the podcast.
Mason's like, I'm out. Yeah, this movie was better than I expected. I don't know really how it escaped me for 18 years. DiCaprio, as always, delivers the way only DiCaprio can. I liked the role that Cameron Diaz played. I thought she did good.
Yeah.
And Daniel Day-Lewis, I mean, you gotta just not like him or like him, depending on how, what role he's playing. He nails it. He nails it always. And he plays
Always
this lovable, hated character. You as the movie goes on, you almost think like maybe DiCaprio had it all wrong. The guy seems like kind of a good guy, and then he does things and you're like, no, he's not a good guy. But maybe DiCaprio is going to be a bad guy, but no, he's going to stay a good guy. It's a good ride, man. Long, drawn out, like I like. I will say, no, go ahead.
I feel like the movie was way longer than it needed to be.
Sure, like my explanation.
Yes.
Yeah, drawn out. Yeah, exactly.
Motherfucker. There is a scene where, it's 18 years old, so I'm going to do it. DiCaprio's boy rats on him.
That by far, that kid got what was coming to him. I love that they hung his ass on that fucking
Fence post?
Yes.
I thought.
And I think DiCaprio's a bitch for fucking killing him, dude. I would have fucking let him sit there until he died.
So we're like an hour and 42 minutes into the movie at that point, and DiCaprio goes to kill Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel Day-Lewis sees it coming because he's been told what's going on. And, just beats DiCaprio to a bloody pulp and fucks with him in front of hundreds of people. And I'm like, holy fuck. I did not see this as the way this movie would finish. Like, this is very surprising as an end. And then it kind of just rolls to the next scene, and I'm like, oh, DiCaprio's going to get his revenge. That's weird. And then it just kind of rolls to the next scene, and I'm like, wait a second. And I check, and there's like an hour and a half left in the movie, and I was like, what the fuck? Really, you could have finished the movie there. It was and it could have gone either way.
And to be fair, that's kind of how it ends. like, he doesn't really get his revenge at the end. Like, you know what I mean? He does, but he doesn't.
I mean, he walks away alive.
Yeah, but he still doesn't get his revenge.
I think this, I will say, to your point, this is very much like a wrestling match that's scripted nowadays. Like, they don't let the guys lose.
Yeah.
Because that ruins your character. So it's called 50-50 booking. You win half your matches, you lose half your matches. Nobody really becomes over because they keep losing guys to Hollywood, like The Rock or Cena or Austin. So they do this 50-50 booking to keep everybody weak. And in this movie, you have this hero, DiCaprio, who can take this man's life, Daniel Day-Lewis. And instead, what you do is they don't get a one-on-one fight. Cannonballs start flying in, and it really changes the course of how this fight would have gone. So you get a very strong villain out of Daniel Day-Lewis still. You didn't beat me.
Yeah.
You know?
You needed all these other factors.
Yeah. So I actually appreciate, because we don't see that a lot. We see the hero wins, period, or the hero dies, period. This was really good 50-50 booking from, I guess, Scorsese directed it. So
it was a good movie. My only, and I said this to Lindley, who recommended it. It's extremely long. Like, who has fucking 3 hours to watch a movie? Like, I got a lot of shit going on. It's hard to sit down for 3 hours and watch a movie. I planned on watching it half and half, and I ended up watching the whole thing. That's how good it was, but it was extremely
yeah.
But all in all, I thought it was a good movie. I don't know if I'd ever sit down and watch it again because it was 3 hours.
No, I'm done. I've seen it. I'm happy. I would like to see everything that DiCaprio's ever been in, so I'm not upset about watching it.
Okay.
What do you give it? You're going to be shocked by how high the rating is. I wish I didn't just look.
No, I think it's in the 7.
It is.
Yeah, I would give it probably a 7.2 or something like that.
Okay, so you're pretty close. It was 7.5 on IMDb.
Yeah. Like I said, I think it was a good movie. My only disappointing fact is how, like, I'm not into extremely long movies unless they're extremely, like, action-packed.
Like Braveheart.
Yeah, and this has a lot of, like, lull points. You know what I mean? A lot of storytelling, but you need to have that storytelling in the story. But they could have they could have shortened it, right?
Yeah.
They didn't need to draw out the story. Like, there was, like, half the movie is him working with them. You know what I mean? They could have shortened that down to...
Yeah, they could have done a montage.
Yeah, of him working with them over time.
Even Rocky had a montage. Montage!
So...
Every movie has a montage.
I have no idea.
It's from Team America, when the hero's learning how to fight. How did you feel, and maybe you didn't even make this observation, this movie is chock full of times where you could see titties, right?
Oh, yeah.
And like an hour and a half in, it shows 100 titties for like 5 minutes and doesn't show another titty. And it didn't show a titty before then. Why pack all these boobs into one fucking 5 minute period?
So your kids can still watch it with you and you say, shut your eye.
You think that's what Scorsese was going for?
I don't know, man, but I remember that's when I used to watch movies with my parents. They'd be like, shut your eye.
My parents didn't have to tell me to shut my eyes
doesn't
during
care
movie
about
parts.
the children.
It's super. It's super awkward
to watch
naked people with your parents. Oh my god! Even romantic.
I'm 30 years old. And I still don't.
Yeah, it's my mother and I went on a binge. We watched all of The Sopranos.
You guys get naked together and watch those?
We did not, though my mother is sweet, angelic, and beautiful. No, we watched all of The Sopranos. We watched all of The West Wing, and then, I mean, those were just like two shows that everybody was talking about. So then we went to watch Sex and the City, and we made it about an episode and a half, and we were like, fuck this. First off, the show sucked. But second, super awkward to watch together.
Well, yeah, it's called Sex and the City.
Yeah, but it's not like there's a bunch of nudity.
Not exactly a family-friendly one there, Pat.
You don't know. Maybe they were talking about gender, Mason. They weren't.
I remember when Titanic came out, my grandmother brought me.
You saw Kate Winslet's titas. Nice.
That was real awkward with that Kate Winslet scene.
Yeah.
Mason, have you ever seen Gangs of New York? Do you like it?
I have not. I have not seen it.
But you also have to remember, this is, I mean, it's after the Titanic, but like, DiCaprio made his name with the Titanic. You know what I mean? But
I'm sorry?
I'm
pretty sure DiCaprio was big before Titanic. I'm not positive on that.
No,
he was in What's Eating Gilbert Grape and fucking nailed it.
Yeah, but what year? Like, the Titanic came out in 97.
Yeah, what's eating Gilbert Grape was young.
Yeah, I mean, I think his
Getting a name for himself, but he didn't blow up until Titanic.
Yeah, Titanic is what pushed him into like real stardom.
Have you ever watched the Titanic theme song played over football clips?
Yeah.
It's the fucking most remarkable anomaly I've ever seen. Because every single time you play the Titanic theme song over football clips, they look glorious. It's crazy. Mason, have you done that?
I can do that.
Go to YouTube and watch them. It's fucking hilarious. Every time it makes it look like the most magical moment in football history.
All right, we're done here?
Oh, I'm good.
All right. Scott, good morning.
Where's Scott? Hey, Scott. Scott, you have missed tons of antics, shenanigans, and nonsensory.
Hey, Tom break the internet.
Tom and Kim Kardashian's ass are the only two things that have broken the internet. And those fucking Bernie Sanders memes. Scott, what do you think of the Bernie memes?
This fucking goddamn Bernie Sanders. Nobody cares about this Bernie Sanders.
Dude, it's got to be the best meme of the last year. And that's a chock full of memes here. I like the Bernie memes more than I like the cat memes with arguing with Cameron Diaz. I think they're funnier. I'm going to find you. I'm going to send them to you. Every time I see one, I'm going to
Don't send me Bernie.
You're going to have so many Bernie
Don't
memes.
fucking do it, bro. I'll block
all number niners. Please send Tom Bernie memes.
Don't. There's no reason.
Scott said almost as good as the cat. I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for.
Tom's going to talk like he's being seductive.
Yeah.
900 number 9 podcast.
I didn't realize we were having Erica back on the show.
That's fucked up, man. It's my wife.
She gets all seductive on a microphone, bro.
Yeah, so we're going to talk. Scott wanted to say, don't forget about the Good Family film, 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Had definitely watched that with his mom.
I don't think that movie had. Did that movie have nudity?
Yes.
It did?
Yes.
I don't remember that movie. I'll tell you what.
I never watched it.
So how do you know it had nudity?
Because
I know what it's about. It 100% had nudity.
I don't think it did, bro.
One.
It 100% had nudity.
What had nudity?
50 Shades of Grey.
The movie.
It absolutely did. But I think a great spoof would be 50 Shades of Grey was a movie about a colorblind person.
Tom actually
Darker is about Ray.
Tom watched 50 Shades of Gay on Pornhub, and he was a huge fan.
Didn't you watch Gays of New York?
I'm
in Sex in the City.
Yeah, he was talking to you.
Gay Sex in the City?
He wasn't talking to me.
Gays of New York is Sex in the City.
I don't know what the fuck you're looking at me then.
Yeah, he said Gays of New York is Gay Sex in the City. That's pretty true. So we are switching our focus to the top 100 Super Nintendo Entertainment System games of all time. I am fucking pumped for Super Nintendo.
Me too.
I feel like this week we're gonna have to water this list down a little bit. There's a lot. 100 games is a lot, but there's just a lot of ones that I don't even know, and I know a lot of games.
Here's the trick, Mason. There's 3 of us. When somebody says to stop at a number, we'll stop at the number, just like we did with the other 2 systems before.
There's 2 of you.
Tom, you're here.
I'm here. I have never played any of these games.
For this particular game, the rating video game segment, you are kind of like a punter. But you're still here, Tom. You're still a member of the team.
I'm nothing like a punter.
You'll get a ring at the end of the year. You know?
Yeah, I cannot contribute to this conversation whatsoever.
I will get you a participation trophy for this event.
I'm going to fucking stab you in the throat. Keep going, Pat.
Pat, I'm going to stop us right at number 99.
I'm going to stop before that. Number 100, Final Fight. Final Fight was a left to right, 2-player, punch, kick, jump, just beat the shit out of people. With it actually had a storyline. It was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed that. A very clear knockoff of Double Dragon. Mason, number 99.
Tiny Toons, right? Adventures, Buster, Bust Loose. This isn't for what the game was, more or less, but it's basically for what it brought on the world. This game was just full of, mini games, and it brought things like Mario Party and all the other games that had games inside of them. and that this was the start of all of that. You ran around as Buster Bunny, which is Tiny Toons right after Looney Tunes, and you had your cast and crew of all of the Tiny Toons, but it was just basically a game inside of a game inside of a game, Inception style.
So Buster Bunny, the nephew of Bugs Bunny, all these guys, Donald Duck, Bugs Bunny, all these guys had nieces and nephews. Nobody had a kid except for Goofy, because Goofy's son obviously looked exactly like him, and he was actually Goofy's son. And I'm just thinking, like, can you picture Goofy having sex, bro? Like, when he's about to finish, he's like, oh, gosh! Like, you couldn't have picked somebody else to have the baby out of the Looney Tunes characters?
Yeah. Also, Goofy's not Looney Tunes, man.
What the fuck is Goofy?
That was all Disney.
Mickey Mouse. That's Mickey Mouse, man.
Is Mickey Mouse?
Yeah, Disney.
Mickey Mouse definitely Disney.
Yeah, Looney Tunes was Warner Brothers.
Did Mickey have any kids?
No.
Did Minnie have any kids?
He got married.
Point stands, bro. Point stands. Goofy's
Donald Duck has kids.
Donald Duck had nieces and nephews, not kids.
That's right. It was Uncle Donald.
Yeah.
You're onto something there.
Crazy how much you know about kids stuff.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know any of this stuff.
Well, you also think that punters are the most important position in football.
I never said they were most important. I said they're one of the most important.
All right.
They're definitely in the top 25.
I'll give you that. Mortal Kombat 3, number 97.
So here's one for you. I didn't realize that Mortal Kombat was on Super Nintendo. I thought it came out with PlayStation.
You thought that Mortal Kombat 8 was the first one?
I don't know what fucking numbers they were, dude. I just remember playing Sega Genesis. I thought I was on Sega Genesis because I used to play it.
You'll see a parallel between when we do Sega and Super Nintendo. A lot of those games are going to be the same because they're coming out for both systems at the same time. Because both of those systems were relevant together.
Yeah, and they were probably like the first. Well, they're the only two that were out at like where you could make a game for both systems.
Yeah, yeah. No weird copyright laws. People getting funky.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat, man. Mason, how many hours did you play this game for? Oh, Mason's no longer on the podcast. I can see his mouth moving. I cannot hear the words coming out.
Hold on. You can hear me?
There he is. There he is.
Your fucking mic is a piece of shit.
Listen, all right? I'm working on it. Everybody had it that I knew. Everybody's mother hated it that I knew. I never was able to own the game because my mother hated it. But we used to borrow it from friends all the time. Spent hours and hours and hours of Mortal Kombat. And I actually think it's disrespectful to put number 3 at 97.
This game really taught me how to finish a guy off. I mean, you have the announcer at the end of the fight, after you've defeated him, he's like, finish him. And I know
what you just said.
That's when you go with the final blow. You know what I mean? That's when you really go hard and finish that guy off. And everybody leaves happy. No, I'm sorry, Tom, did you have something to say? Tom?
Kids in New York, gotcha.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Is that what you learned by asking people to put dicks in your mouth?
One dick, Tom. One dick. It's not plural. It was one dick. And she was very pretty.
It was the girl from Target, wasn't it?
It was not the girl from Target. Damn it. Mason,
oh, man.
Mason, I saw you laughing, but I couldn't hear it. What the fuck is going on? Mason, you really strike me as somebody who did very well in high school with the audio-visual club. I don't know why you're having a problem right now.
I don't know. Is that better?
Yes, that's better. Mason, what number are we going to next?
Okay, that has to be. They had to fix it. There's no way it didn't fix it.
So far, it's so good. Number 92, Mason? Or are you stopping before that?
No, 92 is exactly where I was going. Super Double Dragon.
Yeah.
And we talked about this before we even started streaming this podcast today. They just put Super in front of everything, didn't they?
They sure
Double
did.
Dragon was out for Nintendo, and then they came out with Super Nintendo. So what do we call this? Oh, Super Double Dragon.
They were like, Double Dragon was great. You know what? Double Dragon was fantastic. But you know what it wasn't? It wasn't Super. And that's why we're bringing you Super Double Dragon to the Super Nintendo. Mason, number 91. We'll stick with the theme.
Wars Empire Strike Back. Man.
Super Star Wars.
Super Star Wars Empire Strike Back.
You know,
yeah.
As far as graphics go, Star Wars has always stayed on top. I can tell from this game that was obviously on the early 90s that is a Jedi with a lightsaber going after, a member of the
It's number
Sith Army.
it's not, it came out in 1993, and to my knowledge, I believe this game was the first game that you could ride on anything other than like a vehicle. They had the
Okay.
tauntauns in this game. You were able to ride around on the tauntauns in the snow.
Nice. That was a good one.
Usually you could get into a car or something like that in a game, but you couldn't really, be on top of something.
Yeah. Holy shit. I completely forgot about this game. I'm not going to lie. My brothers and I played this game for hours on end. Super Tennis, number 84, Mason. Am I passing anything on you?
Racer FX, number 86.
Okay. We're going backwards. Number 86, Stunt Race FX.
And this was kind of a goofy game. Your cars were people. You didn't have, you weren't inside the car. You were the car. But it was like one of the first racing games that was it blew up big.
So did Stunt Race FX give birth to Twisted Metal? Is that what you're thinking?
No, actually, that's coming down later in this list. I'm sure of it. There was another game that I think brought on Twisted Metal, but this I think gave birth to almost like a Mario Kart kind of feel.
Okay. This skipping down to 84, Super Tennis. Super Tennis, you could basically you could lob, you could volley, you could hit normal, you could direct your hits. Super Tennis was fucking fantastic. Now we're still before the era where you're getting real characters. So these are like made up characters, but so much fun. I still to this day will play a tennis video game. They're so much fun.
Played one in a long time, but I might have to try out, see what they're all about. I might break out the Oculus and try virtual reality tennis.
Yeah, the PS5 is on the way. I mean, as soon as somebody has one, I'm buying it. I have the money sitting in my closet staring at me. So we will get a tennis game for PS5 and play some virtual tennis for sure.
Virtual reality set for my computer. I mean, 83 Super Star Wars. It's better than The Empire Strikes Back. It was notoriously difficult. I tried beating it many times. I don't think to this day that I've ever beaten this game.
I don't remember playing that game, but I'm sure it was a boatload of fun.
It wasn't. It was, I think this was in 92, Little Mason, first ever rage quit, probably.
First ever rage quit?
I guarantee you my first rage quit was probably during Super Star Wars.
This game was $40. That was $20 for the game and $20 for the controller Mason threw against the wall.
100%.
Number 80? Tommy, any interest in number 80?
I would definitely get down on this game.
Pilot Wings. Yeah, you're flying, man. You're flying.
I always like those kind of games. I play them on my phone sometimes.
Yeah, there's some good flying games on your phone.
Yeah, I like flying stuff.
It
gets kind of boring when you're up in the air, though.
I'm sorry, say it again.
It's kind of boring when you get it off. Like, I just like taking off and landing.
Oh, okay.
Not really sure what the question was there.
Because it's a game about flying, and you're like, yeah, it's kind of boring when you're in the air. Well, that's the game, Tom. That's...
Yeah, I like the taking off and the landing part of that.
Okay,
I really like you're in the air, big deal.
All right. Mason, I know you're going to 78.
It wasn't actually. I don't remember this game whatsoever.
Really?
Oh, wait, yes, I do. I'm sorry. I was looking at 79. 78, yeah. X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. This was... Everybody had their mutant that they wanted to be. Everybody had their X-Man. You were a Cyclops guy. I was a Wolverine guy. My brother, surprisingly enough, I can't even think of his name. Gambit. That's his name. Throws the cards.
Yep.
We all had the one person. I believe this was a 2-person left to right. You could play it as a multiplayer.
Yes.
It was just an all-around. It was a good, fighting game.
It was a good one. All right, this one. Whew.
Where are we at? What number? Give me a number.
Number 75, Madden NFL 94. Man, this is the Madden games, man. They were good. There's not a big number of bad football games out there that I remember. I love the game of football. I love it in video game format too. But we definitely played the shit out of that. Oh my God, number 71. Mason, if you remember,
we're stopping you before that.
Okay.
Number 72. Number 72. This is the race, the rock and roll racing. This is the beginning. This is what starts. This is the birth of Twisted Metal.
I'm looking just at the picture of Rock and Roll Racing, and it looks like Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Not at all. Not at all. You were, trucks and cars. You shot missiles at each other. Ultimate destruction while also racing. And I mean, the soundtrack alone, you had Bad to the Bone, Paranoid by Black Sabbath. You're a little kid listening to Born to Be Wild while racing around a track. You had power-ups. You had all. I mean, that was. Let's forget that we're racing and just destroy each other's cars as best we can.
Nice. Here we go. Number 71, Jungle Strike. Jungle Strike was the shit for the people who like Grand Theft Auto or Call of Duty. Jungle Strike is you're flying over and there's all kinds of like everything is a side mission, right? And when you finish all the side missions, you beat the level. But there's all kinds of outposts. You got to, free oil. I mean, we're talking about in the middle of just like all things related in real life. Jungle Strike capitalized on that and made a game about it. It was fucking sweet.
Number 67, Mega Man X3.
Never a Mega Man guy.
I know, and I'm just going to mention it real quick. I was a Mega Man guy, but this was the first ever 2-player Mega Man. I had a brother. We had to share most of our games when we played. This one was cool because we didn't have to do that. We both had a controller. We were able to get down at the same time.
All right, number 66, a very challenging left to right adventure game, The Lion King. You were Simba jumping from vine to vine, avoiding lava, battling Uncle Scar. I'm not sure I ever got past the third level. Maybe it got way cooler after that. That game was hard as shit.
That was a hard game, and it brings up another very hard game that's not on this list, and I just want to mention it real quick because we're around the same age. You remember they had a Home Alone game?
I don't.
On this console.
I'll tell you what, a Home Alone game on one of these next-gen systems would be dope as fuck.
You played as Kevin McAllister. Man, that was just a really hard game.
I like the idea.
It was great. It was good times. Number 57, Earthworm Jim.
Oh, you were skipping. Are you on 57? I don't know how you skipped 2 of these. Number 59, still by far the greatest hockey game ever made. NHL 94. You're talking fist fights.
What do you think is the greatest?
Yeah, absolutely. Have you
played some of these next-gen games? These next-gen hockey games are amazing.
Yeah, they're fun, but have you ever gone 16-bit fist fight against a 16-bit on the ice? I mean, you're talking some serious
Did Mason jump over 58 as well?
He did. He jumped over 58. That's where we're headed next.
Great. That's not 1 or 2.
It was still good. You got to use Dixie in Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. You know what? Yeah, I played this because I remember using Dixie. But who is Dixie with? That's not Diddy Kong, is it?
No. You're thinking of number 2, where the first time you could play as Dixie Kong, you were Dixie and Diddy.
Yeah,
this is number 3. This came out in '96, and it was not a well-received game.
Okay. I'm with you on this then.
Clearly, I mean, it only made the top 75.
That's true. It did make the top 75.
I guess that's true, but I think they put it on here just because of the fact that it is a Donkey Kong Country.
I mean, your Home Alone game didn't even make the top 100. So.
I mean, Kiddy Kong. Does anybody even know who Kiddy Kong is?
Diddy?
Kiddy. K-I-D-D-Y.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
That's who she's with right there.
Titty.
Kiddy Kong, yeah.
Number 52, Ken Griffey Jr.'s winning run. Griffey Jr. had some serious baseball in video game fashion. That was good fun. Man, that was, if you were chasing if you wanted to rob a home run, right? You could, if you don't jump, you smash into the wall and like flatten out, like your guy gets knocked out by the wall. It was fun. It was a good one.
Forgot about this game until just now. 48.
Zombies ate
my neighbors. Do you remember this game?
I remember the porno.
So Zombies ate my neighbors was like a Super Nintendo game gave off real heavy R.L. Stein vibe.
Okay, sure.
Goosebumps.
Yeah.
But I think your weapon of choice was a water gun. It was definitely some good time.
He said, "For the
What
love of
happened?
God, please change that wording." When I was talking about
I saw it.
Thomas stopped contributing to the show. He's like, "Yeah, I saw that a long time ago. I'm not talking."
I don't have much to say. I mean, you just said there was a porno that said "Zombies Ate My Neighbors."
I assume there is.
All right.
I'm sure there is as well. But that game, man, Zombies Ate My Neighbors. That was some times back in the day.
Truth. Number 39, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. I know I skipped over a bunch of Kirby's. For the record, I don't like Kirby.
Yeah, so I'm just going to ignore the fact that you skipped over 40 Earthworm Jim 2.
Oh, Earthworm Jim also I don't like.
Earthworm Jim was pretty funny. It was just funny. It wasn't a great game. It was a funny game. You whipped your head. It was like a...
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, because he's a worm.
I don't think I ever met a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game that I didn't like. They were awesome. This one had Bebop and Rocksteady, or... Yeah. Did it?
NBA Jam. Let's go.
Oh,
NBA Jam. We're 36.
I can't believe NBA Jam is in 36 and not ranked higher.
Dude, you had cheat codes. This was like the first thing I remember having cheat codes to, where you could unlock different characters.
But just like,
you could play as President Bill Clinton.
Dude, Dick Vitale. Oh my God, you could play as Clinton, yeah. Dick Vitale doing he's heating up. He's a diaper dandy, baby.
He's on fire.
Yeah.
And then you break next time you slam dunk, you just break through the glass.
Yes, commentary on NBA Jam really set the stage for how to entertain and
if you score more points, you will win.
That's a different sport. That's Madden. Dick Vitale was actually good.
Well, you said it set the stage for
commentary.
Yeah, I was like Madden.
Yeah.
Oof, Madden. That's a good point. Madden also set the stage for football commentary to be the worst commentary in video games ever.
I think it's great.
It is.
5 is surprising to me.
What is?
Number 35.
35.
1991 was the very first SimCity?
Still to this day, SimCity is one of my favorite games. On PC, on a tablet, on a fucking next-gen console. I loved SimCity.
All the Sims, all right? This opened up Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Roller Coaster Tycoon, amazing. Zoo Tycoon, amazing.
Tycoon,
all of those started because of SimCity.
I do not like The Sims. Like The Sims Pets or The Sims.
Marissa was a big Sims person.
The Sims, like the original Sims, I tried to play it on PS4. Extremely difficult to design and everything.
Well, not only that, but like, you think you want more out of Grand Theft Auto, right? Like, oh man, I wish you could do this. But then they came up with San Andreas, and like you had to go to the gym to work out. And you're like, well, this was fun the first time, but I don't want to work out every day. The Sims is the same. We're like, oh, I've got to go to work. Now I've got to take a shit. Now I've got to take a shower. Now I've got to go to bed, and I didn't get anything accomplished in my day. The Sims is like real life, and that defeats the purpose of playing a fucking video game.
Well, to me, it was about the houses, right? To me, like
building them, designing them.
Yeah, designing your houses and all that shit.
Yeah,
like that was the cool part of The Sims to me. I know that we're getting off topic here. Well, kind of. I mean, The Sims, right?
Yeah.
That was the coolest part to me because you could design some baller ass fucking houses.
True story.
But you had to work to get the money to build the house,
or use a cheat code. One of the two.
Yeah, definitely use some cheat codes.
Big
back in
baller.
Day. Shit, man, I might look up.
Skip almost 10.
CheatCC.com, man.
You skipped all the way to number 10?
No, I'm skipping almost 10 of them, all the way down to 28.
Yeah, we're on the same
page. It seems disrespectful how high up on these lists some of these other games were, because I never even heard of other games on this list, like The Lost Vikings and shit. Number 28 is Donkey Kong Country.
Donkey Kong Country not being number one on this system to me is very surprising. Now, I haven't looked at the list, so I don't know what's coming, but I don't believe that it's going to be better than Donkey Kong Country.
I can guarantee you this. It's a game that everybody knows of.
Okay.
I know what number one on the system would be. It's going to be... I also haven't looked at this list, but it's going to be in the Zelda franchise.
Oh, I would have said Super Mario Brothers.
There's going to be a Super Mario Brothers, or I believe Super Nintendo, we have Mario World. It's going to be a Mario World is going to be in the top 10. But I also believe Donkey Kong Country 2 is going to rank higher than Donkey Kong Country.
let's do this. Mason, do you
Yeah.
remember the minecart madness level of Donkey Kong Country?
Yeah. So yeah, the platforming, you're going downhill. You've got to jump in a cart at the right time. It was a nightmare.
Yeah,
But I
I
also
mean, my entire family worked together to beat this fucking level. This
Mhm.
game was so good to be ranked not even in the top 25. I mean, fuck IGN for this list at this point.
But yeah, you didn't have things like was done the first Donkey Kong Country where you were able to play as other animals like the ostrich, the rhino, the swordfish. Or
In
was
the
that
bonus
number two?
levels. No, that's Donkey Kong Country, but that was only the bonus levels. You were Donkey and Diddy, and in the bonus levels, if you could find them, they were hidden. You could do the ostrich, the fish, and what else? The rhino. Oh, so it wasn't only the bonus levels, because you could ride the rhino in the actual level.
I think that was actually Donkey Kong Country 2 that you got more of the rideable stuff.
Okay. But yeah,
27, kind of just touch on it real fast. Tetris and Dr. Mario. It's Dr. Mario but pills.
yeah, I got no
It's
beef.
Tetris but pills, rather.
Yeah, it was okay.
So
It was fun. Number 26, Star Wars: Return of the Jedi. Great game. You can see the Force lightning in the picture that they have up, and the lightsaber. I mean, so many people were so invested in Star Wars at this point. Even the video games today, I look forward to what the lightsaber can do. I look forward to using Force lightning. So, solid game, anyways.
the fact that we're in the next generation with virtual reality, that a decent Star Wars game hasn't come out in quite a long time. I mean, the one for PS4 was pretty good.
Force Awakens. I'm playing that now. It's a good game.
That one's really good, but I want more Force.
Yeah, like the name of the game.
I want to shoot lightning out of my fingertips.
I agree. Mortal Kombat 2 is number 25.
Yeah.
I think all the Mortal Kombats can be explained with our previous conversation. Mortal Kombat made this is my problem with Mortal Kombat. They never really evolved. Like, yes, they got better graphics, better kills, better movesets, more people, but you're still playing the exact same fucking game.
Number 2 introduced some characters, though. You got Kung Lao and you got Kentaro in number 2 that you didn't have in number 1.
Yeah, I mean...
Also looking forward to the Mortal Kombat movie coming out this year. Looks pretty good.
No, well, the last one was real bang up.
It was shit. The last one was shit. This one actually looks good.
Oh boy, we are skipping.
I'm skipping to 22 just because it's an honorable mention, in my opinion. Mario Paint.
I'm not sure I ever played it.
It was all right. It was like a coloring book on your TV screen kind of thing, but there were some mini games that were kind of fun. It wasn't one that you could get lost in hours, but it was all right.
How about number 20, Super Mario All-Stars?
Yeah, that was just one disc. You got all of the Super Mario that already came out. Super Mario 1, Super Mario 2, Super Mario 3.
They didn't have disc on Nintendo.
They had all of them on Nintendo, just in separate cartridges.
F-Zero, number 18. Tom, if I've ever been confident that you would be in love with a game, F-Zero is that game. Do you remember this game, Mason? Mason silences Mike again. F-Zero is an insanely fun racing game, and you couldn't hit the bumpers because it would damage your vehicle. And there were there were boosters, and there was a health booster, and it was just balls to the wall fucking racing all the time. That's all it was. You could pick from, I think, 4 different vehicles, and it was endless fun.
Sounds fun.
17.
Yeah, 17 Super Punch Out. Fucking fantastic boxing game.
Yeah, they're just trying to pace on the Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Yeah. It wasn't as revolutionary as Punch Out, and it didn't obviously hold up to like Knockout Kings, but it was good.
Oh, would you look at that? Number 16, Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest.
Yeah, that was okay,
it was better than original Donkey Kong Country.
I don't know if it was. You know why? Because it didn't make as much progress. Donkey Kong 2 was great because there were upgrades from the original Donkey Kong Country, but Donkey Kong Country 2 was just that. It was just an upgrade from the original. The original still fucking...
the one where Donkey Kong gets kidnapped and you have to save Donkey Kong with your Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong.
Diddy and Dixie, yeah. Man, This game we played for endless hours, just like the original.
Yeah. And this is the one when you had the spider and the rattlesnake. You could ride on those.
Yeah.
15 is Tetris Attack. It's just that Tetris. And then not even worth mentioning. I can't imagine that was better than Donkey Kong at all.
I could to prove that Donkey Kong Country shouldn't be at number 28. I could skip all the way down the list to number 8 right now without hesitation.
In fact, I'd skip to 9. I'm not going past 9 skipping.
I was wondering about that one. I didn't play it, but I know it was super popular.
I didn't. Yeah, it was super popular. I remember when I played this. I didn't play it often. I played it more on the Nintendo 64.
That game is Star
Second generation of Star Fox. Which, if you're looking at this picture, that's not Fox McCloud. The original Star Fox was his father, Jane. All right,
This from the motherfucker said he didn't play the game.
Well, I played the second one. It tells the story of his father, which was the original Star Fox.
Okay.
So, number 8.
Super Mario Kart. Tom, you had to have played that at some point, right?
I have it upstairs on my Switch.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
I mean, she's still kicking ass. That's the type of game, if we were to break out a Super Nintendo, we're going to play a game of Mario Kart, like still to this day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mason.
Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island.
Mason's mic is fucking killing me, dude.
Yeah.
What is going on with my mic? Is this better? I'm just going to put it right in my mouth.
It is better.
Listen, the problem isn't hearing you. It's when we can't hear you, like it cuts in and out.
Why is it cutting in and out?
I don't know, man. Buy something better than Walmart brand fucking headset.
You know what I'm doing? I'm changing the sensitivity a little bit. There we go. How about that?
That's super.
I don't know if that's the issue. I mean, yeah, you sound fine right now. We'll see if you cut back out.
It's not the fact that when we can hear you, we can hear you. The problem is the mic's not picking up sometimes.
That's weird. This is a very nice headset, and I don't know why it would do that.
It looks great.
He got it from fucking Walmart Wi-Fi store. Let's go.
You are a son of a bitch.
Jumping to number 6, Street Fighter 2. Well, technically Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. This is, without question, by far, hands down, my favorite of this group of games. These one-on-one fighter games, left-to-right fighter games. Your Mortal Kombat, your Street Fighter, all those. Street Fighter 2, when you could be fucking... you couldn't be... Balrog was the final boss... or M. Bison. M. Bison was the final boss. You had Vega. You had, so many badass bosses. Mason, who were you when you played Street Fighter?
And I can't think of his name.
The
green guy? Like? Baka?
Oh, Blanca.
Blanca.
And you could crouch down and zap people.
Yeah, that was me. That was Blanket there.
He was badass. I like Guile. I like Ihana with the dot hand going on.
And number 5 rather, Super Mario World.
Yeah. Super Mario World.
It is what it is. It's Super Mario World, man. It's.
Yeah, but Mario.
I think great.
They effectively continue to progress. Where I said like Donkey Kong Country 2 didn't mean as much to me as Donkey Kong Country because Donkey Kong was so original and there wasn't much progress. Super Mario World is leaps and bounds from its predecessors, where Mario
also introduces Yoshi
so far forward. Yeah, well, there you go. That's a perfect example.
The introduction of Yoshi, but I do believe that Yoshi's Island, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, was better than Super Mario World. And my reasoning is because of Yoshi. In Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, there was different colors of Yoshis that had different upgrades as far as what they can do.
Oh,
so like your green Yoshi, the regular sticks his tongue out.
Yeah.
Blue Yoshi used to shoot out ice.
Okay, I'm with you.
There was different stuff that you can do with the different Yoshis. And now just to prove how much of a shit list this is, and Donkey Kong Country belongs higher up in the numbers, I can skip to number 1 at this point.
I could skip. Yeah, let's talk about number 2 because I've literally never heard of it, but it was 26 spots higher than than Donkey Kong Country. Number 2 for anybody out there is called Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger wasn't the first Japanese RPG. It certainly won't be the last, but it's arguable that Square's masterpiece is the best. Never heard of it. Never seen it. Moving on.
Oh, and we just skipped, by the way, 4 and 3 for people listening because it is the top 10. Number 4 was Final Fantasy 6. We talked about we're not Final Fantasy people. And 3 is Super Metroid,
Which is right up there with
also-
Mega Man for me.
Yeah, it was just Mega Man, just not as good. Number 1, I was right. The Legend of Link, The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. This was probably the best Zelda. It's the first not overhead Zelda. It's the first time you get to actually swing a sword properly. It had bosses. It had everything you wanted in a game. It had a great
You put this over
soundtrack.
the Ocarina of Time?
I would put this. It's kind of hard to say because without this, there wouldn't be an Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like this made way for that, but that was just on a different system. It was a better system. Ocarina of Time was a better game because of that. But I don't think Zelda would have gotten as big as it got if it wasn't for this game.
I'm with you.
I mean, I wish Griff was in the chat to tell us what we don't know, but
Yeah. All right, that's our list. That's our top 100 Super Nintendo games. We got the list again from IGN.com, and that's the third one we've done. And if Tommy has any say, it's probably going to be the last one
For Nintendo?
for lists in general of video games.
No, after this we get to do Sega.
Oh, you're down with
Sega.
Sega.
Yeah.
You're excited for Sega.
you have to talk about PlayStation.
Well, Sega
Well,
came
we're
up before
kind of going in
PlayStation.
order.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't not talk about, even if you talk about all the PlayStations as one, not just 1, 2, 3, 4, just all of them as one. Because they have exclusive games that you didn't get anywhere else.
Yeah, absolutely. Pat, we were gonna do a Crime on Gears, but I think we should probably wait till Wednesday to do that. No?
I'm down.
Okay. So coming up on the next episode of Number 9 with Tommy Podcast, we're gonna do our reviews and apparently answer the question if Pat's gonna stick to the bet or not.
Whoa, I haven't agreed to the bet yet.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to have to make a decision now. Time to either shit or stop squatting over your chest, am I right?
Yeah, facts. We'll have an all new Karen, a new You're Too Woke, and segment announcement that's taking over the NFL. Yeah.
You got anything else?
I want to remind everybody that you can check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, all the same. Number 9 with Tommy Podcast. You can also follow us on Twitter at Number 9 Pod. Check out the website, number9podcast.com. On the website, you can subscribe to our email list, which tomorrow we'll have a new email question with the reviews from the podcast. On that website, also, you can donate to the show. Come in, drop us a couple bucks. Let us know we're doing a good job. Also, you can check out the merch store. We've added some new merch. We got blankets, new mugs, cups, T-shirts, the whole nine. The only thing we don't have on there is a onesie, and that's because they don't offer it. Anything you want to add?
No.
I want to say
we
this
did
about
try
the
to
merch.
find the fucking onesie. The
We
store
did.
that we're using doesn't create onesies.
Yeah. I do want to say this. I am wearing, Pat and I are both wearing shirts from the store, and I am glad to say that I have washed this shirt. This is my second time wearing it. I've washed it, and it does not shrink. Which made me
as a
very
big
happy.
man, I like to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because see, the hoodie thing, I'm telling you, if you're an extra large, you got to order a 2X. I don't know anything about anything smaller than that, but I would order a size bigger than you are, and it's not because they shrink, it's because they run small. Which makes me very upset because I can't even rep a hoodie from my own show because they don't have anything bigger than 2X on the store. But the shirts, very nice quality. They're very soft. The pictures come out pretty good. They don't diminish in the wash. So, very nice quality stuff on there. Anything you want to add?
No. I say good day.
Oh, stick around. We're doing the forest in about 5 minutes, right?
I'm going to need more than 5 minutes. If you give me 10 minutes, that'll be fine.
Perfect. Let me use the restroom. We'll grab a drink,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Give me 10 minutes.
and then we'll do an hour and a half, 2 hours. We got some stuff we got to do on this thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mason, have a wonderful day.
You too, Patrick. I'll talk to the wife about next Sunday,
Deal.
and I'll bring over some chicken and gravy baby food for you.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, no, it really is. Tastes like cat food.
Oh, why'd you eat it, you sick fuck?
Because I don't feed my daughter anything I don't taste first.
Oh, I vehemently disagree with that.
You're
I trust you,
fucking weird.
Gerber.
Yeah, right? They've been doing it for hundreds of years.
That's
Yeah,
not
well-
true.
You're fucking
I think
weird.
that's the
all.
punishment right there. I get a jar of this chicken and gravy baby food instead of pudding. The consistency of pudding, but the flavor of just nastiness.
All right, I gotta go.
It's gross. All right.
Deuces.
Bye.